Whoop whoop! What is good, family? How y'all doing? It's your boy XO Reckless, and welcome to XO's Live and Reckless Shit Stream. Tonight we got our guest Tiny Tim TJ, and the Big OG is going to be back hosting with us because he did such a good job last time. But we are literally a fucking week away from Jugg Night, and if you haven't heard about it, it's Jugg Night 2 happening in Dayton, Ohio, at the Oregon Express, and we are literally the festivities started gathering the next day. So I'm fucking stoked. I know Big OG's stoked. I'm gonna bring him out and let's have a little conversation about it.
Whoop whoop! What's up?
Whoop whoop, what's good, Big OG? How you doing, famo?
I'm great. You ready for this next weekend? Jug Night
Bro,
2?
I am fucking ready for Jug Night 2. I'm
Oh,
ready
I'm
to go
stoked.
home. It's gonna be fucking dope, dude.
This right here, we won't kick off getting ready for the gathering. What, like 2 days before or a day before?
Right. Yeah, it's
It's
gonna
gonna
kick
be
off
awesome.
the Sunday before, and then the Monday right there at Legend Valley, the Suds and Buds festivities are going down on the Suds and Buds stage.
Hell yeah.
And that's a cool little setup. I seen it in the chat, so I was pretty happy about that. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm excited. Kick off Jug Night 2. Uh have a great time there. Get over there the beginning of the week. Get set up. Oh yeah, it's gonna be a blast.
Yes, Jug Night 2. Whoop whoop Rasputin, whoop whoop Andy Christ, what's up, Hatchet? Fucking and what up, Drew, underground promoter, yes sir. And then Drew Netta wants to know what's good, Big OG.
Oh, what's up? Everything's good. I can't hardly. I'm trying to read the thing because it's small and I'm blind.
Oh yeah. Well, shit, man. Um, got a lot of cool shit going on, man. I'm gonna hit that studio on the 9th, and then I'm gonna be on Swill's Edition Saturday the 10th. So I'll be gracing them with my presence. Maybe he'll turn my mic off again some more and fuck with me a little bit. That'll be fun. But yeah, so that'll be fun.
Yeah,
So
we got
tune
a
in
lot
to
of big
Swill's
things
Edition.
coming up, don't we?
Yeah, yeah, absolutely, boss. And tune in to Swill's Edition on Saturday. That's gonna be a fun one. We'll be talking about Jug Night. Gonna be talking about Gathering. So in the comments, who y'all stoked to be seeing in the Gathering?
Well, I know the other night was pretty good with Will Gates and Concrete. That wasn't too
Yep,
bad.
they're both gonna be floating around Gathering for show. Yeah, Will
Yep.
Gates. Yeah, he had a little bit of we had a little bit of mic issues with him. I tried to fix them on my end, but all in all, it was good, man. He's gonna have so much fucking. I appreciate you, Drew, and I'm proud y'all be working with me too, man. To be working with you, man. What's up, TZ? How you doing, girl? Fucking, but yeah, all these people gonna be gathering, man. It's gonna be fucking dope. A lot of cool shit going on. I think I'm doing like four Renegade stages. I think I'm gonna put in my official bid for official stage next year. Um, but
Yeah.
yeah, yeah, I need to get some more videos made and stuff. So that's in the goals for this next upcoming year. I've got the video for Heartless I'm working on. I've actually
Yeah,
sent the
there's a
model.
lot of work to put in this year.
Yeah, there's actually a model cat. I sent her the what's up, Skit Zodorado. What's good? This model cat that I've known from Boise. She's gonna play the female counterpart in the video for Heartless, and we're gonna do a cool scheme with it without giving too much of away. But I've already sent her the script. She's looking forward to it. So yeah, we're hoping to get this done probably
Yeah, yeah.
right before or right after Gathering is when that video is going to be done. So I'm happy with it. I've got the backing footage from my live performance in Columbus. So if you were there, you might see yourself in there if you were in the crowd singing along and shit. And so
Where
yeah,
you?
but
So where you gonna shoot the rest of the video at?
I need to shoot it in a motel room or something. Basically, it's going to be the story's going to be told using cell phone footage. And basically, we're going to be texting each other, and then when I I'm going to give a little bit away. When I pick up my phone, that's when I'm going to
Yeah.
start doing the verses and stuff. So it's going to basically tell the story with the back and forth phone dialogue, and then she's going to be sitting there doing things and that tie into the storyline. And
Right.
yeah, it's going to be dope. But yeah, fucking, I
Oh yeah.
appreciate you, Bio Freak. Look, yeah. All right, well, yeah, man. I'm gonna quit blabbing about myself, though. I'm gonna go ahead and let's bring out our guest.
Sounds good. Let's do it.
Without further ado, the one and only Tiny Tim TJ.
Whoop whoop.
Hey
Whoop
man,
whoop. He's
what's up,
tiptoeing through
y'all?
the tulips onto the show. What's good? I got you.
Right on.
What's good, fam? How you doing?
I'm here. I'm here.
Fair enough.
You
Fair
know,
enough. Well, we're glad to have you, homie.
thank
What
you,
you been
thank you. It's been a
what you
long
been
time
getting?
coming.
Yeah, absolutely. I did your show. I think when you had the show last November, I think, because I remember I was in Bluffton, Ohio. But yeah, fucking, that was a fun show, and I was kind of bummed to hear you weren't doing it no more. But I understand all good things come to an end, and on to bigger, better things, right?
Lot of mental things hit when I was trying to get it started up for 2025, and I felt like it wouldn't be me popping up on that podcast if I tried. You
Bro,
know,
I feel it. I feel it for real, man. I'm on so many different fucking medications to keep my crazy ass in line. It's not even funny. Um, so, not calling you crazy, but that was an I statement. That's what we like to call in the recovery community. But yeah, but yeah, man. Well, what you got going on, man? What's you into now at the moment for the future and
well,
all that?
I just finished recording up this next album. I need to pay for so many features, but it's in like 50-50 process. You know, I'm working on it, then not. I'm saving up money, things like that.
That's what's up.
Um, I gearing up for some surprises this month. It is indeed family month. We got 3 days until Sudam's 2 year anniversary, which I'm very happy for.
That's
Um,
cool, man.
so yeah, a lot of merch, a lot of music coming out. You know, just simple things like that. It's pretty much just been I've been focusing on me doing what I do. You know, blowing things up. You know, just how we do.
Absolutely, man. How was the float performance last year? I don't think I've gotten to talk to you about it, at least not
I
on a
was gonna
live
say I
platform
want to
Oh
about
hear
it.
man,
how that was.
it was it was incredible, man. It
I
once I
imagine
got
so.
up there, like it was just everybody just I like all the eyes on me and stuff. Like I was terrified. Trust me, I was quaking in my boots. But I I got to open up the entire float. You know, like
That's what's
most
up.
people don't even get to say that they performed at the float when they're y'all's ages. But I'm 16 years old, and I literally got
That's
to
that
open up
part.
the entire festival. Like that's beautiful to me.
That's
I
awesome.
was so appreciative.
That kind
No,
of shows some of your hard work that you put in.
Yeah, man. And the only reason that I got put up there was because I did one song last year. It was The Last Thing You See. That was like one of my best songs at the time. And I don't know, somebody up there wanted me on because like I put in my application and then like a month later my dad says you got booked and I lost it.
that's
That's
dope, man.
awesome.
So, is your dad play a role in your music career? Like, if so, that's awesome. I'm just kind of curious. Is he like work? Is like kind of
Oh,
in your booking? And
absolutely.
that's fucking
My
dope,
dad
man.
helped me record like my first couple of songs and my dad's
Bro,
always been
that's cool.
he's
That's
always been like he's he's not always been the biggest fan of what I do, but like just seeing how just seeing how much I've grown in this last couple of years, like my dad has been in a crucial part of my music. I would not be here without my dad. Like I
Yeah.
learned a lot of things by myself, but I would not be this without my dad.
that's
You know,
fucking rad, man. Like, so
Yeah,
my
that's
dad,
awesome. You have a good support network, man.
absolutely. That's what I was just about to say. Like, my dad always supported what I did, and kind of helped me when I started playing guitar and stuff. But he wasn't really coming out to shows or nothing. I didn't really let him get involved because he was kind of a fuck up. So, and then my mom, she got really anti any me doing anything music before she fucking croaked, and her and I really didn't have a good relationship towards the end. And it's one of those things, man. But that makes me happy to know that your dad supports you like that with your musical endeavors. That's fucking dope, man. But yeah, so you said you're working on a new album. You got a title
sure
for
am.
it, and
I have a title for it. I can't say it. I
fair.
cannot say anything about this album
Okay, so
as of right now.
I'll refrain from some questions about that. We got enough information about
So you
that.
got to leave us on the edge of the seat in
Yeah,
suspense.
absolutely.
Yeah, man. I can tell you it's not coming out it's probably not coming out this year. I'll tell you
Fair,
that much.
fair point. Fair point. Speaking of the float, are you planning on? Are you hoping to get back on this year? Has there been any talks about that, or is that too early to tell? Or
Um, I mean, they have my email, I have their email. You know, like next
Yeah.
year I'll put in my application whether I get in or I don't. And up for
Right.
that's
debate, but
That's what's
So
up, dude.
let me ask you
No
this.
matter what, Tiny Tim TJ will be at that float, okay? He
Hell
will be
yeah.
Hell
at
yeah.
Tom Woods the Float 7 next year. I promise you that.
That's
So
dope.
I know that the float was a big deal for you, but is there anywhere else besides the float that you've played that you feel like was a great place to play, or one of your top places that you've played that
I've
you
never
enjoyed, I
performed
guess?
anywhere else, bro. I'm gonna be
Really?
honest. I've never performed anywhere else.
Oh
That's
shit! And
dope.
you
Okay.
opened the float? That
That's
shows
sweet.
hard work.
Good
Float was
job,
my
What's
man.
first
up?
ever performance, man. Yeah, I'll tell
Yeah,
you that.
See, I didn't do my homework. I wasn't aware of that, but that's fucking dope.
yeah.
Speaking of the float,
I
September.
didn't know that you hadn't performed anywhere else either.
That's dope. I respect it. That's fucking
Yeah,
cool. I know my first couple shows were with Afro Man, which was kind of a big deal to me at the time, and so I respect that for sure. Um,
yeah. Hell yeah.
what was it? So speaking of the float, though, we got Tom Wood coming on fucking September 4th. And actually, Mid South Monster facilitated that initial conversation, so I want to give a shout out to him. But Rev Finesse from Lost Tribe Artifacts and Strange JRB is actually going to be co-hosting that episode. So I know
And
it's
she's
during camp.
great.
It's during Camp Zool, which kind of, I know people are gonna be busy camping it with the Zooligans, and I wish I could be there, but I've got to do this show. You know, but yeah, if I can figure out a way to do it from Camp Zool, maybe I'll try. But yeah, just so that's cool, man. That's cool. I'm gonna try to make it to the float this year for sure.
Um,
And
when
one,
during the float, Zool was there. All pretty much every single member of LLE was there, and their manager was there. And
yes, sir.
near the end of the third day of the float, he actually invited me to perform at Camp Zool. I will not be
Yeah,
performing this year, but next year I'm going to do my absolute best to make it to the float, Camp Zool, and Gorefest. Whether I'll
fuck
be
yeah.
Oh wow.
performing at those
Yeah.
things is up for debate, but I will do my absolute hardest to be there for sure.
Gorefest is one of those things I've got on my radar for 2026 as well because I've wanted to do it a couple years and been in a position to at some point in time, but just never ended up doing it because I was at the same point in time I was not in a position to be doing it. I was on the streets, still trying to make music happen, and so there was a couple festival I did get booked on, and I wasn't able to make. So that kind of hit my pride a little bit. That kind of hit my self esteem and made me reassess some things. But that's definitely on the radar for what I want to do. 2026. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And like I
Yeah,
do definitely want to hit festivals like She Fest, Greatness,
yeah,
like things
yes.
like that. I do definitely want to hit, but like Camp Zool, Gorefest, and the Float are like my top three. I will be making as much as I can happen
That's
for
what's
those
up.
three.
That's what's up. Hell yeah.
Especially considering that I'm in Mass Gang and Gorefest is like the Mass Gang meeting every year. Like it breaks my heart that I can't go this year, but next year, man, I'm hoping and praying.
Yeah.
Yeah, Mass Gang's doing some things. I've been seeing their name a lot more around the internet and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? I've been seeing that. Yeah, Mass Gang, and I've been seeing a lot about this dark prophecy thing too. And so I'm kind of curious to see what's coming with that too. I don't know what it is yet. It looks pretty dope though. All the artwork's been cool. I don't know who's involved. But it looks like it's going to be a cool release, man. And I think they did release a track. I'm not sure yet, but I'm gonna have to check it out. So yeah.
Are you talking about Dark Prophecy?
Yeah. I really don't know what that is or who that entails, but yeah, it's one of those things that's kind of been haunting my chats and haunting the Facebook feed. So
Oh
I
yeah,
need to
man. You
check
you
that
can't
track out.
escape Dark Prophecy, bro. They're everywhere
I
these
know,
days.
and that's what I'm seeing, and that's fucking dope. But yeah. Anyway, so so you don't have any other bookings coming up? Those are just what you want to do with Gorefest and all that.
As of right now, I will not be making it to any other festivals this year. I can't do it. Like I gotta
So the
pursue my
goal is to try
educational
to.
prowess, gang. Like
Yeah,
I just can't do it this year. But next year I'll be a little bit more free, so anything can happen, anything can be. I just gotta see where this journey takes me.
that's
Well,
what's
it
up. And
sounds
if I,
like earlier when we were talking this year, you're kind of wrapped up in the studio this year.
Oh yeah, yeah,
That's what
man.
it sounds
Especially
like.
especially considering like my personal life this year, like man, my only escape has been the studio.
Yeah.
Like I literally record on these things right here. These things have recorded my album for me. you know,
Hell yeah.
like, and
That's what's
I'm
up.
so proud because like my music it's gotten so much better over these last couple of years, and like it's all thanks to learning. You know, like
Yeah.
learning is a crucial thing in the underground. We all learn. Like
Right.
Right.
you think you may think you know everything at one point, but then bam, you know, there's like a new lesson. Like it's all about learning and improving your craft. And man, in this last year, from how much time I've spent writing and recording and just like throwing my voice away to give people the entertainment, it's just it really just gives me that escape. And like I don't make music for other people. I don't care if nobody listens to my music. I'm still gonna post it. I'm still gonna record it. I'm still gonna promote it just as much as I do. If I
Hell
had
Yeah.
yeah.
zero fans versus I had, if I had millions, I will
Yeah.
still be making and posting music because like it's not about making music for other people.
Right.
If you're
I
making
feel that.
music for other people, or you're making music for money, or you're making music solely to get famous, you're
Yeah.
doing it for all the wrong reasons. Especially if you're in this juggalo horrorcore underground scene that we're in, just all the negativity and stuff like that. If you're making music to make it big, and especially the juggalo scene, it's not going to happen. You're making
Yeah.
music for the wrong reasons. You
It's
know
for the art. It's for the
Yeah.
artist.
exactly. You
Yeah.
make music for the
Subjectively,
art.
I
subjectively, I do it for the fam. To a degree, I do it for myself first and foremost, and that's the important part. I
Oh
think the
yeah,
best
like we all
analogy.
do it for the fam to some degree, but
Yes, sir.
like doing it for ourselves is so much more important.
yeah.
Right, right, and that's kind of goes back to the analogy, the comparison of if you're in an airplane, right, and you're looking at the instructions on the oxygen mask, it strictly tells you to help yourself first because you're no fucking good to anybody. If you know what I'm saying, and and
Yeah.
and
Exactly,
that
man.
sounds a little over dramatic in this context, but at the same point in time, it does make sense. It applies to a lot of things.
Right.
So that
Like
being
if
said,
you're
like I agree with that.
suffocating on a plane, you're not going to be able to help anybody else, you know?
You're not gonna
Yeah.
help little Jimmy next to you, yeah. So you know,
Right.
What I what I like about watching artists start out like yourself when you're younger, as you grow, you change. So the music changes with you, and I love to see that from the beginning. As people grow and the
likewise,
music changes, because most artists, especially like yourself, do it for the art. Most artists uh, basically tell a story, and so
Yeah.
the story gets told. You know what I mean, as they go, which is usually
Right.
pretty good.
Well,
that
I
would
will
be
tell you this. I will tell you right now, because of how I've done this music scene, my story is kind of backwards. So right now, this next album that I got it's my revival. You know, like I canonically am dead in the world that I'm in. And right now, my last album, Biohazard, it led in kind of a cliffhanger. I get revived, but I'm not here yet, you know. And
Yeah,
this next album is, my revival. Like I'm back. And
that's
like it
cool.
pretty much just gives the tale of okay, now I'm back and what have I done? You
like
know.
a resurrection.
So this EP that I got after the album, it's the end. Like it is the end of my story. But it's not the end of my music. It's never the end of my music.
Right.
After
Yep.
the fact of the ending, I'm gonna start from the beginning, sort of like the reverse beginning. I don't know.
Right.
You'll just have to
No,
see it to believe it, but just know I do got dopeness planned out. We don't
I
stop
love
here,
when the work's put
you
into
know?
it. Yeah, absolutely, and I love that you're putting that much forethought and work into the craft, man, and into the project because that says a lot about your artistic vision that you want to put out there to the world. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I am the apocalypse, and I gotta show people that I am the apocalypse, you know? Like, so many, like, kids, they don't, like, the kids in my age group, they don't understand what I do. And it's made a lot of people hate me for it. And unfortunately,
That's
that's
crazy.
why some of my personal life has been so bad, is because a lot of kids hate me for what I do. You know, they hate me because there are people in my town who want to make music, but they don't have the passion.
Right.
And then they see me like like building up my brand, having performing shows, having actual talent, and they hate
Yeah.
it.
And
They
understanding
hate
how
to
this
see
all
that
works. Yeah.
it's that middle child complex. Like, why can't that be me? you know, but
Yeah.
it's not you because you didn't put in the effort.
Yeah.
And like that's why I denounce people in my age group. It's because like you don't pay attention. Like people don't understand how to do this. Like people think, "Oh yeah, I'm going to post a song to SoundCloud and it's going to get thousands upon billions of streams. I'm going to make a
Right,
bunch of money
right,
off just this one song." It's
right.
Yeah.
And
not how it works.
they don't understand the fucking grind that goes behind it. I've been on record labels before in the past where artists have pulled some shit over jealousy, and it's the weirdest fucking thing to me because at the time I wasn't doing so well in life. Like I was just able to make moves musically, and for some reason their lives were going all right, but they literally think that they would get ahead by making me look bad, and it just backfired in their fucking faces. You know what I'm saying? Like
Oh, man, that
I kept doing what I was doing, and they kept in the same fucking place talking shit. You know what I'm saying?
that's what the man. That's kind of why I've hung up the hatchet as of recently. Like, man, I don't want to be in all this negativity juggalo scene. Like, especially in the new age. Like, I'll maybe gather one more time, but after that, I'm going. I'm going and doing my own thing. I don't want to be in a scene that's tapped out because
Yeah.
juggalos
Right,
have
right,
existed for almost 50 years, and
right,
like we're not getting any better. Like because now we got the TikTokalos and the chapter 17ers that just don't understand and they're focused on the negativity, but it's all about the positives. Like music is supposed to be a positive, uplifting thing, whether it
right,
be horrorcore or not. But people like in the modern age era of like juggalos and even just underground in general, they don't understand it. So they focus on the negatives and they try to like
Yeah.
make mold that into what they think is a perfect juggalo scene, but it's not that.
Yeah.
You know,
I'm gonna be honest,
I
man.
don't
A lot of those TikTokalos that you're referring to, I believe that the people starting the drama, they really do account for a very small portion of the scene and the ones hating. And to me, like those aren't the ones I'm meeting when I'm on tour. Those aren't the ones, you know what I'm saying? Like I think those are the guys in general. I don't think that's a juggalo, specifically a juggalo issue. I think that's an internet issue in general. I think everyone wants to
I
be a
don't know,
keyboard
man.
warrior and act like a hard ass because I've seen it in other scenes too. And you know maybe those kids will come around one day. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't know. I'm going to be a little optimistic, but I feel where you're coming from. I just don't think that's indicatively a juggalo issue. I think that a lot of subgenres deal with that, where they got the
I mean,
elitist
I've
people.
never considered it like a real juggalo issue. It's just like what juggalos are labeled as now is ICP, Ouija Mac fans. They only listen to the same 7 songs, and it's just like, I don't want to be that. I
See,
Yeah.
want to
that's
be
not
Tiny Tim TJ.
And
right.
I've met a lot of artists that say the same thing. Even Freak Show, we did an interview with him last week or so,
Yeah, it
and
was
he
a good
said the
interview.
same thing. He loves the Juggalo scene. He loves Juggalos, but he doesn't want to be put in that box. He wants to be an
Oh,
artist first and a Juggalo second, not a Juggalo artist. And I can respect that. I respect that.
right. I'm
And
not a juggalo. I hung up the name Tiny Tim the Juggalo years ago. I'm
yeah,
not Tiny Tim the Juggalo. I'm Tiny Tim TJ. And the
yeah,
TJ, it doesn't stand for the Juggalo. It stands for whatever you want it to stand for. Like TJ is
Okay.
just a blanket. Like
yeah,
if you want TJ to stand for something that doesn't even start with a T or a J, you can. The TJ is it's just up to
it's
it's up
just
to what
there.
you want to mean.
Yeah,
It's
I
like
mean,
it's
for
like the Bible. Every 2 lines has 10 different meanings, and
right.
right,
that's kind
right.
of what
There's
the
a bunch of
TJ is for me.
interpretation.
It's
Yeah,
just a mystery.
Yeah,
right. Kind of like the CM and CM Punk. At one point, it started as Chick Magnet, but then it kind of just became whatever the fuck you want it to be.
Exactly. Like you literally TJ can mean the juggalo if you want. I don't really label it as that, but like TJ can mean
The
whatever
juice
you
man.
want it to mean.
yeah,
Like I am the apocalypse. Like I'm not gonna say you have to call me by this one thing. Nah. You can call me whatever you want. I don't care. I'm
yeah.
Tiny Tim TJ.
I feel
Hell
where you're
yeah.
coming from there. For me, the fam has given me a lot of good things in my life. So
Oh yeah.
despite the negative influences the carnival does provide, so I do consider myself a juggalo first, but ultimately an artist. And so, am I going to make tracks that juggalos might not think are the greatest, but maybe another genre might? Absolutely. You know what I'm saying?
Oh
But when
yeah.
it comes down to it, at the end of the day, I'm a juggalo. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, but yeah, I feel that. So, as an artist, do I want to stay confined to the family? No, but I absolutely not necessarily confined, but I love the support that I get from the family, and I support it right back. You know what I'm saying? So
Oh yeah, the
Like
the
as an
the
artist,
real juggalos give all the real
that's
love and support.
that's what I'm saying,
You know
and
what I mean?
that's what I've seen.
And that there ain't nothing else in the world like it. You know what I
Absolutely,
mean?
like
nah, man.
But
the carnival
Like I
absolutely
do appreciate.
provides. Go ahead.
Like juggalos have given me so much, and I am eternally grateful for my juggalo roots, and they never really will truly die. Like I'm
no,
Right,
never just gonna quit listening to ICP.
no,
I'm never gonna quit repping the hatchet. I may not represent it as much as I used to just because I don't want to be labeled as just
right,
that.
you
But
don't want
my
to be
juggalo
pigeonholed. In other
roots,
words, yeah,
yeah,
exactly, it will always be prominent. Like my juggalo family will always be here.
yeah,
It's kind of hard to escape juggalos when you're rapping in a horrorcore scene. It's really kind of hard to not find a juggalo rapper or two.
right,
Like it's inevitable at some point.
yeah,
right. And I feel that it's definitely a big you know percentage of the horrorcore movement because it had such a quintessential role in that movement in making it
Oh,
what it is today. So that being said, but there's also artists that don't necessarily identify as juggalos within the horrorcore scene, and that's what's cool too. You know what I'm saying? In my
yeah,
opinion,
up
anyway.
to interpretation.
Right, like well, let's talk about Skits Craven. Like sonically, he's not that bad. I know a lot of juggalos would say he's trash, but like you know what? When that guy pussied out of the fucking gathering and then went on the fucking interview like a fucking douchebag, acting like he was bigger shit. You know what I'm saying? That's what fucking shot him in the foot. I think for a lot of juggalos, I think people were willing to give him a chance. They were just doing what juggalos do and fucking, you know what I'm saying? Ready to heckle him and test him, and he pussied out. Fucking plain and simple, he
Right.
fucking pussied out, and then went on some interview talking about it was the bag, yada yada yada. Like, dude, fuck you. I haven't listened to him since then, and I actually fucked with him before that. So straight up, like,
Right.
fuck that shit. Like, it was just
Like
stupid what he did.
every first time gathering performance, it's gonna get hated on. Like I've seen
Right,
it in the comments and all that. I've even
right.
commented on a couple myself just to like troll. Every first time gathering performance, it's gonna get hated on. But like if you take that and you give them a good performance, you're probably gonna come back next year, you know?
yeah,
Absolutely, and that's what I'm saying. And like one good example for this year would be Midnight and Yami. He's still getting fucking hate, even though that guy's proved himself multiple times to And I know some people have some discerning opinions on that, but you know what? At least he took it like a fucking man on the fucking internet. And you know what? If people are really gonna do fucked up shit other than throwing hot dogs and empty stuff, like he
Right.
he goes into it. I can respect him for that. I subjectively I like his music. I think he transcends past the juggle demographic. Absolutely, he's got music that's more emo. He's got music that's more, and I can respect that as an artist as well. You know what I'm saying? So, and
Yeah,
that
man.
same and Riff Raff fucking, what I'm saying, like that was just some chicken shit too. Look at Yellow Wolf. Yellow Wolf
yeah. I
does
didn't,
the fucking
I didn't
fucking gathering.
understand that shit. I didn't
Yellow
understand
Wolf does
that.
the
He
fucking
that dude
gathering.
was such a fucking pussy, bro. He
Right,
they were throwing water, bro, water,
right,
and he
right.
he puts on this persona that he's a millionaire and he's driving around in Rolls Royces and he's got these
Absolutely.
chains and shit, but yet he's worried about $1,000 fucking DJ equipment or whatever. Like, what the fuck? Come on, bro. And
What's
and
good,
nobody
Don
was really
Jazz?
hating on him in the beginning. They were giving him a chance. He fucked himself. When you go to
Right.
these Juggalo shows, all you have to do is be yourself and have a good time and give the crowd a show. That's it. That's all you got to do.
People are people are always going to be apprehensive of me because I am younger, like I'm a young buck in this little scene.
Yeah.
Yes,
But
sir.
like when I get up there and I give them a good time, I show them there's no reason to be scared of me because I'm just a kid. I'm a kid, bro.
Yeah.
Like
But yeah,
I still have my oh, I can't wait to do this. Like I still got my energy, stuff like that. I perform
right,
as good, completely sober, 100% sober, as some of these people do just plaster, you know?
Yeah.
Like I gave a better performance than some of the people who've been doing this for 20, 30 years, and it's because some of these artists just let themselves go. Like
right.
after they get big in the scene and they get booked on all these shows, they just kind of they let themselves get lost. And like I feel like that's something that we're all gonna face at one point. Like we let ourselves get lost because we think we've made it. and we all need a good humbling every now and again. Like, I
Yeah.
don't think I'm the best. I personally don't even really like my music that much. People do. I
I
don't.
wouldn't say that, but
Like, I just,
that's an interesting perspective. That's why I chuckled.
it's fine, man. But like people need to prove themselves first before you can get accepted, and I understand that. Like, if you don't prove yourself and you just kind of randomly insert yourself in the scene and think people are gonna like you, it's not how you do it.
Yeah.
Right.
Hey, I want to give
But
a quick shout out to Drew real quick. I've been reading his comments, man.
yeah,
I
Drew's,
like what you're saying, Drew.
yeah, he's with
That's
XO, or he's with Reckless Radio XYZ. And I've started working with them more so. And yeah, man, they're
I
cool, man.
agree, bro.
Yeah, Drew's great, man. That was connection was made. Like I think he knew who I was before, or something from the conversation we had. Like the name had gone around a little bit, SoCal, and but we actually started talking right before the Freak Show interview. And yeah, man, he's cool. He's been promoting my stuff and stuff, and that's fucking dope. It's all about the networking. Absolutely, Roman,
Hell
listen to
yeah.
kid.
Yeah.
Um,
Man, Drew Netta's good people. I've known him since
absolutely,
like day one. That's one of my day ones right there. I'll tell you that much.
that's dope.
Hell yeah.
And I'm gonna tell you too, if I come, I plan on doing some touring. If not at the end of the year, um, then early next year. And if I come through Arkansas, I believe is where you're at, I'm gonna I'm gonna definitely want you on that show, Tim. So yeah,
If we
respectfully.
can
So
arrange it, then definitely.
let's make something happen. And then what else was I gonna say? So being young though actually works in your favor, bro, because you do get to see these other artists, and you're smart enough to see that some have grown complacent with their performance and their craft and recording or whatever. And so that's one thing, not even necessarily speak on, but you can look at and go, okay, I don't want to be like that, and that's fucking dope. And then you being so young, that actually gives you nothing but fucking air and opportunity and time. You know what I'm saying? So that those are some things you got going for you, man. So fuck the haters, man. They're on some high school bullshit, literally, and they're honestly, yeah, exactly. At the end of the day, it really doesn't matter outside of the fucking once they graduate. It really doesn't.
Like, where
They
are
could,
these people gonna be when I'm on tour? You know?
they're right. They're gonna be working a job they hate. They're gonna be fucking married to some bitch they knocked up. They
I
like to
mean,
call their high school sweetheart.
how many artists are out there that were made fun of when they were first starting out, or oh, you'll never make it, you'll never do, and then they blew
All of
up. That,
them.
you know what I mean? There's so many people that do that. You put in the hard work, there's no telling where you can go. No telling where the
Exactly, man.
sky's the limit. If you're willing to put in the work and the effort, you already know the sky's the limit.
Exactly,
Absolutely.
man.
Speaking of Gino, different Gino though, my homie Gino, he usually plays bass for Green Jelly, and I was asking if he's coming this year. He's not. He lives in Boise, but he's one of the many bass players for Green Jelly. I know he did it last time they played Gathering, so I was actually talking to him, and I was like, "Damn, you coming out?" And he's not. So I want to give him a shout out. Gino Lopez, fucking also plays for Green Jelly. That's my homie. But yeah, but sorry, the Gino Colt shit fucking made me think of the first name. But yeah, R.I.P. Gino Colt shit, of course. Um, but yeah, absolutely. But I forgot what I was going to say. I lost my train of thought. But yeah, man. So being young, and honestly, if you got haters your age, I mean, for one, it's to be expected. Number two, it's fucking you're doing something right. You ever heard the phrase "I'd rather be hated than ignored"? Um,
Oh yeah, for sure.
so there's a difference between valid critique and someone just fucking hating. And usually, the ones you can
Oh
see
yeah.
hating, you can see through them a mile away. They're jealous because
Oh,
they're not doing this or that, and fuck them. At the end of the day, fuck them. You know what I'm saying? Straight up.
you know, they just don't understand the legacy. They don't understand it.
They
Yeah,
don't, and might not ever. And then the ones within the scene, they don't. They might not now. They might later, as time goes on and they mature within the scene. You know what I'm saying? You don't really know, but at the same point in time, I mean, the talking shit within the Juggalo community almost seems like a rite of passage for some artists. So I would take it in stride, bro. You know what I'm saying? I would just take it in stride and be like, all right, well, here I am, motherfucker. What? You know what I'm saying? Kind of
Some
like,
of these,
and I'm
some
not
of
trying to
these,
make this compare. Oh, go ahead.
some of these juggalos, man, I've fallen in love with because like they're so goofy. You know,
Right, we got
like
a lot of shit within the family.
juggalos are goofy dudes. Like we're all just one big family when you think about it. And I mean, there are some outcasts, weird cousins that we don't see very often. But like
hell yeah.
We all got
my
that one
my
uncle. You know what I'm saying?
we all got that one uncle, that but It's just I'm proud of my Juggalo roots. Like, if I was here's my thing about the gathering, and like we're going back to the gathering. I don't really care. If I'm invited, I'll go. If someone brings me, I'll go. I probably will go one more time, and it will be after I graduate from high school, because I want that to be my senior trip. I want that to be what I do after I graduate high school. Is I want to go to the gathering one final time, and if I like it, maybe I'll go next year. It's not likely, but if I like what I see at Gathering 2027, Gathering 2028 might be a possibility. It's all just about where this life takes us. We
Yeah.
haven't planned out this life just yet. We may think we have, but it's not our design. It's the Lord. I don't know if y'all like this, but it's the Lord's design. Where
Or,
we go and what we
Oh
do and
yeah,
how we
I'm with you.
like every
I agree. And
or
I gotta say,
like
for your age, you're very mature, well spoken, and you paid attention in life, and that's gonna that's gonna take you far for sure. And
right,
to be as
that part.
intelligent as you sound right now at your age, uh, I only see success for you no matter what it is.
Right.
So
Yeah,
yeah,
and I've been watching Tim grind for probably the last year or so, man. If not more, Tim's been going at it fucking for a while that I can remember, and that's mad respect. I didn't realize you were so young before until I went on your show, and I was like, oh shit, because you
yeah, I
said
had no.
I think you were 15 at the point, and I was like, whoa, okay. So
it's
I
it's
wasn't taken
4
aback in a
years
negative
as
way,
a
but right, right. So you've been going at it since you were 12, man, and that's a lot of artists can't say that. So that's one thing you got going for you
man.
is you get a chance to sit there and watch all these other artists with their flaws and their successes and actually take notes. And you know what I mean? And it sounds like you're already doing that, so that's fucking dope, in my
Oh
opinion.
yeah, man. I mean, this December with like my 4 year anniversary of my first song, like man, I just look back and I thought I was like it's that complex of like, oh, I'm a new artist. I'm gonna immediately blow up. It's not
Right,
what happened at all. In fact, it's quite the opposite.
right.
I
That
didn't
very rarely
I
happens.
haven't I don't like to say I've blown up. Like I've got my fair share of people who rock with me, but I have yet to actually earn my name. Like I've earned my, title, but what really earning your name in the underground means is when people see you, do they know who you are? And will they know who you are in 10 years?
Right, your legacy, in other
Yeah,
words.
Yeah, that's the thing about it, man. Any affiliates you got now, give it 5 years. If they're still your affiliates, then they were really down to ride.
Right, that part. So yeah, I've had a lot of people come and go within my life and my career as well, and that's spot on, Tim. Respectfully, I've had bridges I've had to burn, bridges fires that relationships just kind of fizzled out. Some stupid shit happens. Like so, and that's good that you're seeing this early on. Respectfully, because it's going to be like that. There's going to be people that are riding with you one day, and then all of a sudden they could be riding with you because they're jealous, and you know what I mean. And then you make a move, and all of a sudden they're like, "Oh, we don't talk no much. We don't talk that much anymore." Or some stupid shit. They always come at you on some dumb shit, and the fact that you're able to recognize shit like that is really good. For me personally, I was a little naive to that. I was very friendly with everyone, and I still am. I give people respect and stuff, but I've had some people shit on me, and I'm not saying I'm a victim or nothing, but it's a lesson I had to learn the hard way. Let's put it that way. And so for you to see
Oh
this
yeah, for
at
sure.
your age, that's very ahead of your years, respectfully, and
oh yeah.
it's very, very wise. That's
Just
what
a
I'm looking
little
for.
bit we've talked here, you can definitely tell you're definitely beyond your years, man, and that probably has a lot to do with your surroundings and who you surround yourself with. You
Right,
know, so
right, and
whoever
that was
you
part of
got yourself around is helping lift you up and support you, and you've educated yourself. I'm impressed because most 16-year-olds I see today, they're not on that. Um, they're more
Yeah, man.
watching Instagrams and TikToks, and they don't want to work. They don't want to put
Whoa,
any kind
whoa
of hard
now.
work in or effort. You know,
Who
and so
says I
yeah,
don't watch Instagram? I be scrolling on Instagram Reels every night. Who says I don't do that? But yeah, it took
well,
it
yeah,
it took a
I
lot.
didn't mean anything by that. I'm saying the ones that I've spoke to, that's what they, you know what I'm saying? They're wrapped up in that,
Oh
and
yeah.
they think that the flash that they see on there, that they can obtain that by just clicking, and then so
Right.
they
Oh
don't
yeah.
think they have to work or anything else. So
Right. Yeah.
It,
They
I
don't
mean,
like
shit,
understand
I
the
this
can
grind that
learn.
goes behind it.
this took a lot. Like when I first started, I really thought that I was gonna, get big immediately and just I thought I was gonna make it through SoundCloud and things like that. And I quickly learned that wasn't gonna cut it.
Yeah.
And like I jacked beats. I did all the things that a small up and coming rapper does.
Right. The free for profit
And
beats
it
and all
really
that.
got me into trouble. I will say that it really got me into trouble. Never use a YouTube beat unless you've bought it. I will scream that until the day that I die.
Right.
Never
Right.
use a YouTube beat until you've bought it.
Yeah.
Yes.
Because
That part.
man, that almost got me in some real legal trouble. And I see artists who've done this for like 10, 13 years. They
Right.
still using YouTube beats. And I just don't understand it. With all the amazing producers that we have in this world, like
Oh man.
Bank Hard, Beatty, Undermask, even Hatchet,
Beatty's the
people who
shit.
will
I
do it for
fucked with
free.
Beatty.
Like
Yeah. Hatchet. Yeah.
you
Um.
have options. Why don't
Well,
you
I
Human
think
use
X.
them? You know?
a lot
Human
of that
XI is one I use
it
too.
goes back to the artist putting in the work. The only way to get those producers is you're going to have to put in work somewhere to make the bank to
Exactly.
pay those producers, and they don't want to do it. They don't want to
Or
put in the hard work that it
or you
takes to
put
get
in
where you have to be.
or in the case with me and
Exactly,
Human
bro.
XI, I put in the work networking. I met him on SoundCloud. I heard his beat.
Yeah.
He was posting up his beats, and I said, "Hey man, have you ever had anyone rap over this beat? Because this one beat I really liked, and it turned out to be. It ended up becoming From the Ledge Looking Down." And he goes, "No man, go ahead, rap over it. We'll just split the royalties or whatever." And fucking, I have had a relationship with this guy since 2021 from that, and most of my songs, Bad Decisions, fucking Heartless, fucking Dirty Sprite Ouija boards, all from Human XI beats. And this is the kid I met in Germany of all places. I've never been to Germany, but he's in Germany, and this is a relationship I established on SoundCloud and then Instagram. So, you know what I mean? Like, so whether if you're paying for beats or not, like Bank Hard, he's got some fucking fire beats. His are industry standard. Doc Gruesome uses them. A lot of people use them, and I fuck with them,
Oh
dude.
yeah.
I like them. Beatty's another good example. I've bought in several Beatty beats. I've got tracks I'm working on with Beatty beats actually that are ready to come out. And I love him. He's reasonable. It's always an exclusive type deal. I don't got to worry about some other dickwad licensing the shit or none of that. It's fucking
Right.
he's
Like
straight to the point. And I
leases.
love producers like that. I love producers that do that because
I
whoop whoop.
I hate
Oh,
okay. I hate leases and I hate those free
right,
for profit beats. Like
right,
you gotta check the silver lining. Like every single beat that I go to and I see like, oh, free for profit.
right.
I always gotta check the description because
Good.
like it may say, oh, this is only free for profit on SoundCloud and YouTube. Like you gotta
Right.
read
You've got to read
the
the
fine
description on
print,
it. Yeah.
there is always fine print to
That
anything.
says, oh,
And
once you get
like
past like 2,000 reactions or something, you got to start paying the lease on it, etc.
right.
And and
And then we got leases, bro, like a 2 year, 3 year lease. No, give me an
right,
exclusive or give me nothing.
right. And then some
Yeah.
people they're charging $1,000 for the exclusives. Then you got to ask yourself as an artist, is it worth it? You know what I'm saying? Like
No.
whoop whoop, what up, Chris Green? Fucking but yeah, and it's like there's so many good underground producers. Unless you absolutely have to have that fucking beat, then you don't need to drop that $1,000. You know what I'm saying? Or unless you got it
Oh
like that.
yeah, man.
I mean, but say you
Unless
do
it's
want a
the
Devereaux
best
or a
song that
Shaggy
you've
Airhead
ever
beat. You know what I'm
done,
saying? Like
unless it is the best song that you've ever done, like absolute peak artist, you don't need that beat.
right, right. And I learned that too early on as well. It's just one of them things, man. And again, I hate to keep bringing up your age and stuff, but like the fact that you know this now is going to save you lots of headaches in the long run. So fuck yeah,
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Trust me, don't I know it, you know?
Wise
yeah.
beyond his years already.
Well, you went through that already the hard way. It seems almost so. I fuck with it. You know
Oh
what I'm
yeah,
saying?
I
Like,
had to find out the hard way. Like
and sometimes that's how
like
we learn, man.
getting your songs copyright struck isn't fun, but when you uploaded a song to all platforms for a free for profit beat and had to immediately take it down or face a subpoena,
Right.
yeah,
Yeah,
maybe
that sucks. Yeah,
That's not
that
my
like
idea.
sucks.
that's not
That's
a
not
good
my idea
idea.
of a
That's
good
really
time.
not a good idea. Like is it really worth it to upload your SoundCloud songs to Spotify with a a YouTube beat that says, "Oh yeah, this is free for," like, and plus YouTube beats, anybody that has a YouTube beat can slap a copyright strike on that whenever they want. Like
Right,
all of a sudden, hey, that's my beat, by the way, and they can
Yeah.
just
right.
take that from you. It's so easy to take your beat back, and that can be said with like exclusives as well. Like all of a sudden, like
You guys have a
unless
falling
you
out,
have
and
a
then yeah,
clear receipt,
yep.
my beat, you can't have that anymore.
Yeah, so with me, I always try to give the producer credit on my single artwork.
Oh
And
yeah,
when I drop the full length album, they're gonna be credited on the backing titles too, or maybe not in
right,
the backing titles, but within the bookwork. So
right. It's
right,
just the bare minimum.
right, and some of them I have royalty splits with, and some of them I don't. Some of them are just bought outright. But I generally say, do you want a royalty percentage? Because I'm not saying it's going to be more than fuck. It's going to be some absorbent amount, but just the nod of gratuity and professionalism that is just by saying that and giving them a percentage is it goes a long way.
Yeah, man, for sure, for real. And like people who give me free beats, like I still give them splits because like you have to,
Absolutely,
like
yeah,
it's the bare minimum.
absolutely,
Like it's supporting people who support you.
Yeah.
right.
Absolutely.
And this producer, he's going with you on a split, which is great. But he could just take his shit and sell it on BeatStars or whatever. But he's not doing that. He's fucking with you because he sees something in you. He likes the way y'all sound together, whatever the reason may be. And so, like you said, that's the bare fucking minimum you can do. It really is. And
Right. Just
so,
credit them, like
credit them.
give
Yeah,
your producers credit. I'll say that till the day after. Give your producers
absolutely,
credit. Cause man,
absolutely.
I want to give a special shout out to every single one of my producers. Hatchet, Helgen, Warhawk, Big Mac, Slaughtermancer, even Sioka from time to time. Like y'all make my noise, bro. Like y'all are the
Yeah.
people who make my sound. And I appreciate
Absolutely.
you guys. I
Y'all
appreciate you
save
guys
me.
till the day I die.
Right, I'm gonna do the same thing. Human XI, fucking Craig Street Beats. Anyone who's given me beats in the past, Hatchet. What I'm saying, like any producer I've worked with, Hennessy. Like this is crucial because uh, without you, I'd be sitting there for hours trying to make my vision and come to life. And I can do that. I can compose music. That's not the issue. The issue is, or Crazy K too. The issue is that I don't got that kind of time. I'm not that kind of producer that can sit there and work and throw together magic in minutes. I've seen other
Exactly.
people do it. But that ain't me. I'm gonna sit there and meticulously pick through everything. So like fucking a week later, I'll have something tangible that I'm still not happy with the sound quality of. Other people
Right?
have been making beats, and I hear them. I go, dude, I got something for that. And that's the thing too. If even if you do write your bars to a fucking free for profit beat, and you got producers you're fucking with, all you gotta do is tell them the BPM and the vibe, and they can make you something
Right.
original, uniquely your own. You know what I'm saying? So
Exactly, bro.
there's so many ways, and I don't know if a lot of artists just get lazy or they think that's how it's done. Because I have met rappers, generally they're on the local level, and they just take beats off the internet and start spitting over them. And I dropped this shit. Like you can't do that, bro. Like, and a lot of rappers think that's what it is, and it's just they don't understand. They don't know. They're not grinding like outside of writing. They're not really grinding like that. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Tim, he's vanished on us. Oh,
And I mean, just like, it's something that always baffled me. Like, especially if you've been in the scene for like 10, 20 years and you've made those connections, why not use them?
right,
Yeah.
right. That part. And that's the thing too. I used to do bands and stuff, and honestly, being a rapper is so much better because if I do want to collaborate, I can pretty much reach out to any artist I think is dope and try to make magic with them. Before, when I was dealing with band stuff, it was four other dickheads that had stupid opinions sometimes, most of the time, that I had to fucking deal with and compromise my artistic vision. And so, I know I'm going off track here, but like that's the one thing I do love about being a solo artist at this point is because you can do that. You do have that creative freedom, and so if you're networking with people that make beats and stuff and not working with them and jacking some fucking free shit off YouTube, that's weird to me because you've got connects. You know what I'm saying? Like, I've got a couple artists actually that on my label that I need to reach out to producers for, but I've been so caught back. So if you're watching this right now, I'm definitely going to get on that at the very latest after gathering. But yeah, but because we want to do only exclusive beats, like and some of them have put beats on, from beats like that, and when they came aboard, it's like, hey, no, check this out, like, and so it is what it is, man. And it's people are different levels growing, and I've turned them on to Human XI and Hennessy, And you know, bank hard beats are great too. I still want to get a couple beats from Keith because I love his work. I just haven't gotten any yet. I've gotten a couple from Beatty that I'm sitting on that I can't wait to drop. And it's just a matter of me getting back in the studio. Um, I am going back in on the 9th. I've got a song with the homie Grizza that I'm working on called Nightmare Fuel. It's a fucking banger. It's got that gritty horrorcore vibe, and then it's got my high pitched fucking demon sounding fucking bar coming in for one of the verses, and then fucking whatchamacallit. And then I've got another one I'm working on with Rev Finesse and Hearst Boy, and I believe there's one other fucking artist on there, but that's a Hennessy beat. You know what I'm saying? So, and then with Grizza, that's his producer's beat. Like he's got it good, man. Like I remember when I interviewed him, he's sitting there in the studio with his producer, man, and they just fucking they link up like every day and make music. I'm like, damn, that's fucking that's what's up. And so yeah, I'm hoping to get that workflow in my personal life very soon. But yeah, at the moment I got to write and then go into the studio after I make a BandLab demo, which I know I kind of digressed off the point, but you know, it's just I'm not using fucking YouTube beats as my point, I guess. But I had to go on all the good things about what I like about making music. I guess my bad. Went on a rant.
A little bit. It's all good. It was a good one though.
It was a good and informative rant. Damn it. Wasn't a Wrath of God rant. No, I'm just kidding.
That goofy dude.
I love Wrath Dylan. Dylan, I think I saw him in the chat earlier. I don't know if he's still in there. But yeah, have you seen that with Wrath of God and Mad Child?
Oh, he had me rolling the other night.
Oh, dude. So
I
Mad
don't know
Child.
where-
Go ahead.
I don't know where that spawned from. I don't know who dissed who first. Like all I know is Mad Child was like, "Wrath of God, I'll leave you in a bath of blood," which like is which is a
Roy,
bar, okay? Like
yeah.
unfortunately a bar, but I don't even know, bro. Just
You know what? Shout out
don't
to
do.
Wrath for pissing somebody else off because that's funny. Number two, I heard Wrath's response, dude, and Wrath fucking tore him apart. I listened to that this morning. It dropped this morning, and I was like, fucking fair. Wrath tore him apart, dude. So I'm curious.
I
I
don't
don't really
know.
get into drama, but I mean, if Mad Child's dissing you, you're doing something right. That's all I'm gonna say.
That's just more things with like the focusing on the negatives, bro. Like disses, man.
I feel it. So I don't
Like
personally do diss tracks. Most of the people that have dissed me, I've never even heard the songs because honestly, it's just
oh
some
yeah,
goofball
man.
chasing clout and thinking they're gonna get it off dissing me of
I've
all
got
people
maybe
for some
three
reason.
disses made against me, but
Right, that part.
I don't care.
I
Like
and honestly, all they're doing.
you think I'm gonna waste my time, talent, and
Right.
energy on you?
And why am I gonna give these?
You think I'm gonna waste a perfectly good beat on a person who doesn't care about me?
Right. And the only time I've ever thought of responding back to a diss, but it wasn't legitimate. This guy, I started making the rounds in some circles in Iran, and I get this fucking pissed off email saying he's this Iranian rapper's manager and he fucking hates my guts and wants and is writing a diss track about me. So I look him up. He's got like 75,000 followers. I'm like, so I sit there and go back and forth with this fucking douchey guy saying he's his manager. I fucking basically just clowned on the whole conversation. I said, you know what? This one I will respond to because it'll actually benefit me if I was to respond to this big Iranian rapper. Nothing ever happened. It turned out to be bullshit. Point of the story is most of the people that have written diss tracks about me are people that I'm not going to give free fucking publicity to. Not saying I have a good not saying I have this amazing platform, but I do have somewhat of a small one. That's a realistic thing to say. Um, and the rappers that are dissing me, it's clear it's clout chasing. Whether we had a falling out personally or whatever, and they just got their feelings about something. But these artists, they're sitting there screaming like that chick on Neverending Story, say my name. And it's like, fuck you. I'm not even going to say your fucking name. You know what I'm saying? Like, why would I give you that free publicity and validate you as a rapper? Fuck you. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, straight up, fuck you. And that's
Yeah, Tiny Tim, respond to this diss. I don't
right.
really
It's
want
like,
to.
what diss?
Oh,
I've
you're a
never.
wuss, bro. What if I
Who's
do
that?
respond? Then I'm gonna just diss you back. This proves you ain't nothing.
Right. So keep
Like,
writing diss tracks about me and giving the free publicity. Cool. Thanks, bud.
like
You know what I'm saying?
I wrote like a big old rant on my Instagram story one time. I was like, man, I will never do disses or battle rap or anything like that. Like, I forgive
Right.
people who've like done me wrong or diss me. Like, I never forget, but like, I do forgive people who've done me wrong because it's like, why have a grudge?
Yeah.
Especially if you're doing better than them, why hold that grudge against somebody who doesn't care about you, you know?
Right.
Right.
And like,
Someone you'll
when people
probably never see or fuck with.
Oh,
Right.
Yeah.
right. Like, and when like people diss you and stuff and expect you to respond, that just means that they want their name in your mouth, which is kind of
That's my
weird.
point. That's my point. Yeah, exactly. They want you want me in your mouth. What? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Huh,
that's
huh,
really what
well,
that's really what
well
it comes
there.
down to. No, I mean, but that's really what it comes down to. To a degree, they're dick writing out of jealousy. It's like, so
Exactly,
what you said
man.
was actually accurate. They want you in their mouth.
Yeah.
Like,
Exactly.
that's what.
Like,
Like,
you think I'm gonna give you validation? You think I'm gonna let
right,
you win? No,
right.
I'm better than that.
No,
I
because
got
what's
All
going
they
to
good
have
people.
to
happen?
I'm
do
a
is
good
ask, and
person.
I'll put it in their mouth. You know what I mean?
Right, right.
All they
There's
have to
easier
do is
ways to go
ask.
about this.
Yeah. Just
Take me
ask, and
out to
I'll put it
dinner.
in your
Fucking,
mouth.
let's go see a movie or something, and then I can do the old popcorn trick for you if you want it that bad. But yeah, but no, for real though, like it's crazy to me because people will do this. It's like usually these are the types of people that will step on anyone if it thinks it gets them ahead. And this was a hard thing for me to wrap my head around. Like I was saying, I was a little naive when I first started, and I had to learn stuff the hard way. And I had a promoter tell me one time, I'm not going to say his name, but he took me aside and goes, Chris, you got to realize and that really soon that not everyone is your fucking friend. There are people within this circle, right? And this was in Washington. That there are people within this circle that don't want to see you succeed, and if they think they can get ahead by stepping on you, they will. So, it's cool that you're nice and respectful and shit. And he was my friend, so he respected it. But he's like, you got to watch out with some of these motherfuckers around here. I said, all right. And
And
so, you
man,
know what
you
I'm saying?
never like, especially in the underground, you never really know who is your enemy.
Right, right. Because people
And
could
like
be watching
the
you from a
saddest
distance.
and like the saddest thing about betrayal is that it never comes from an enemy. Like you're always expecting
That
somebody who
part,
hates you to
that
betray
part,
you.
Yeah.
You never
And
expect your
usually it
friends to
comes
stab
from
you in the back,
within. Yeah.
that part,
And like
100%.
getting betrayed by a friend hurts the worst because like you don't expect it. You always expect somebody who you hate to betray you. You never expect your friends to betray you, and when they do, it hurts even worse.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
that's the weird thing that was for a hard thing for me to wrap my head around is that if I look back and play out the events, like this person literally put themselves in some cases in a position that they were my friend or to try to help me just so they could set me up for the fucking betrayal. And that was the weirdest shit to me, man. I mean, I've had a few betrayals that weren't like that were circumstantial. I'm not going to go into names or anything, but like okay, I'll go into description. There's this one fucking goofball in Utah. Like he offered to help me out when I was strung out, so I went out there. Within a week, this guy was fucking being weird and letting me know every day how much of a burden I was. So it's quite obvious from the get go that he told his girl something different than he told me. Secondly, like no one in his fucking city even knows who he is, but yet every chance he gets, he makes a new social media profile and talks shit on one of my things. And it's like, bro, I'm not gonna say your fucking name. You're a trash ass rapper. You dick reeled me to the point where you went on tour with somebody that I did just because. That's fucking weird energy, bro. Like, no, you know what I'm saying? So
Like
it's
man,
crazy. Like it's just fucking crazy.
and
It's
man,
like
like
wow.
like with my label, like I've had so many people betray me. Like I do put people on frequently. I would say like I put
Likewise,
maybe one, two, or three a month, but like it's like man, I don't trust anybody. Like all my label mates, I love those dudes. I love those dudes more than my life. I don't trust any of them. And I'm sorry to say that. Like, if somebody's out there on the label that's watching, like, I love you guys more than my life. And I do trust you with certain things. But, like, I've just had so many people in this underground screw me over. You never know who to
Yeah.
trust.
Yeah.
Like, it's just, you never know who isn't actually your friend. You never know who's trying to
The
sabotage
only
you. You never know who's going to leak your stuff. Like, I
the
love my
only
label mates.
person that you can ever fully 100% trust is yourself. That's it.
Exactly. I'll
That's
so
never
it.
screw me over.
Yeah.
so
Like,
respectfully, I agree with some of what you're saying in principle. And even with Lost Tribe Artifacts, I had a he and I have made up now. But the fact of the matter is, like, is he ever going to have a seat at the table like before? Probably not. And that's just what it
right.
is. He and I are on good terms now. We were good, and I said what I needed to say. There was an apology and stuff. But the fact of the matter is, like, it's just not the same after that. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
And
yeah,
so with
man. Like,
with the Lost Tribe members I have now, like I would fully say I trust Ruff, Finesse, and Spencer. They've done nothing but show me love, and they've been there for me through some really tough shit in the short time that we've known
oh,
each other.
yeah.
Like so, I would trust them 100%. Razorback, I say I trust fucking Juggalucha, fucking Killer by Nature. I trust them all. Fucking Longbones for sure, because Longbones knows me better than most. Me and him actually met in a recovery center in fucking Virginia that was a joke. And this guy talks to me every morning. I get a good morning text from him. If I don't, I assume something's wrong. So I would say I trust the select few, but there's a lot of bullshit that happened before it came to, not with them, but with other people. And there's reasons why I trust them. You know what I'm saying? So
And
yeah,
I say I don't trust my label. I trust my label mates, okay? Like, I wouldn't have put you on if I didn't trust you as a person and trust you as a fellow artist, but like, there are several people that I've made up with that are former members that I will never let back in.
that
Yeah.
part, that
Like,
part, that part. It's
they're,
like, no, we cool now, but like it's not. And I even debated
yeah,
bringing this
like
person
we're
back.
cool, absolutely no bad blood, but will you ever
Right.
be on again? Nah.
Right. And it's funny because a lot of the people that have screwed me over within this music thing are people I put on as hype man. And this isn't the case with that, but like it's what I'm saying. Like I had this one, I'm not even gonna say his name, but it was over some bullshit, and this guy fucking completely, yeah, it was weird. But so I understand what you're saying, and it's weird like that because you have the best of intentions for people, and some people look at that at you as a stepping stone or something to climb over, and that's where they get it fucked up. They mistake your kindness for weakness, and when it comes down to it at the end of the day, it's like those are the kind of people that it was a hard time for me to wrap my head around because I don't operate like that. I'm not looking at people as stepping stones of my own success. Some people do though,
Exactly.
and that's just the sad part of the reality. And the fact that you realize that, again, I don't mean to keep beating a dead horse then, but the fact that you realize that now is probably going to save your ass a lot later.
Oh
uh,
yeah. Yep.
Definitely.
I agree with that wholeheartedly, man. And I get what you're saying. Absolutely. um, but yeah, man. What else you got going on, man, besides this album we can't talk about? And you know uh,
Well, I will say this. The second Slaughterhouse Brothers single, which is me and my brother Legendary Say J, the second
okay.
official single this year is coming in September. I can't really say when just yet because like I'm not even supposed to be really announcing it yet, but like the second we do have something in the works. And like for a while there, the Slaughterhouse Brothers was 100% inactive. Like we did that one we did the album The Perfect Monster's Path to Destruction, which is fire, and I'm sad that it's only on YouTube because like those are some really good songs. And after that we did one song with Nuclear Winter, but we haven't really got to work since then. Like me and my brother don't live together, like we've had some we've always been two separate entities, but we come together, and when we do we make some magic. But like
Yeah.
it doesn't always work in our favor, like, and plus me and him are just very separate artists. Like we don't know how to work together sometimes, but that's okay, because like when
Yeah.
we do end up working together, we're masterful,
Oh,
and
Facts.
that's why I'm
I
so
love
proud
to
to
work
say
with
that him and
family,
I are
but
still in the
sometimes it's
super
really
group.
hard.
Oh yeah,
I
like
get it.
working with your family, man. Oh,
Yeah. I
I
love them.
actually,
And when you do work together, like you said, you and your brother make some amazing things. But
exactly.
getting to that point sometimes could be a mother. You know what I mean?
And we've
so
But yeah,
had
I
our
get it.
demons for sure, but we're on great terms at the moment.
Yeah.
yeah, and I'm going to speak on that a little bit. When I was doing bands and stuff, I actually joined my little brother's band, and like you said, I actually don't even speak to him anymore now. But at the time, it really wasn't my genre. He was doing pop punk, and I was doing more fucking street punk and old school punk type stuff. And he really opened my eyes to a lot of things, and he did teach me a lot in that regard. And we were able to make magic. I understood that it was his baby,
Oh
and
yeah.
so and I understood that he was the creative drive behind that. So I didn't get too much in the mix with fucking his shit up. But straight up, like, what I'm saying, like, but I do agree. It's you don't always necessarily work well together, but when you do, uh, there's a propensity, a fucking, I'm looking for the words. Uh, it can be magical. I'm gonna leave it at that.
Yeah.
Sorry, I lost my words.
When they work together, they make magic. Yeah.
Absolutely, and
And
that
me and
that's that,
And me and Mid South Monster, we've had a super group that we've been running for almost 2 years at this point. It's called Tragedy Makes Passion, or TMP, which is what we
yes,
go by
sir.
a lot more.
I
I,
like
I
that
love
project.
that dude. Like that dude is my family. Like he is Unk, Like he's not my actual family, but like he's probably one of the closest artists that I have to family, and we've worked so much. Like we just dropped this album back in May, and like it's so good. Like there are things that I want to improve, but it's so good, man. And like I can't imagine my life without Mid South. You know, like he's
Right.
literally been my day one. You know, he was my first feature. He was my first super group. Like he was my first for a lot of things. And I'm very, very proud of that dude. I'm very proud of how far he's come, and I'm proud of how far we've come, man. Like
Yeah.
TMP as a super group and Mid South Monster as an artist have we've grown so much interpersonally and Mid South especially. I'm so proud of that fool. Like
Yeah.
Mid South, I just want to give my personal shout outs to that man because man, he's come so far. I'm so proud of that dude. For
I'm
real.
a
And I
second
always
that
will be.
because I'm a second that because he's the reason I was on Greytown. I hit him up. I think it was referring to a Renegade stage initially for Gathering last year, and he wasn't going. But he said, "Do I know you?" And I said, "I don't know. We're both artists that grind, and I kind of pay attention to who's grinding and who's not." And I told him my name. He goes, "I know who you are." And then he's the reason he brought me on to Greytown. At the time, I was on what the fuck? I was on Rampage Records at the time, but there was not a negative disagreement, but Chandler's the shit, and I was happy to be on Rampage Records, but I just didn't do anything on that label. And when initially I came aboard, I told him I wanted to have the Lost Tribe Artifacts thing, and he was like, Chandler was like, okay, and then told me the distribution deal that had wasn't going to let me do it, and so I went and sat at not at Virginia Beach, in Portsmouth at the water right by the ocean, smoking something I probably shouldn't have, just doing my thing, fucking at sunrise one morning, and I came to that decision that I need to leave Rampage, and then a couple months later, I'd ended up in Ohio living with the homie Chris Green, and we were in this little town, and I was, I had gotten my way onto a couple Renegade stages when I was in Virginia, and was kind of following up with one,
Wait,
and
what was that person's name that you said you live with?
Starburst.
Chris Green, yep,
Shout
the
out to
homie,
Okay.
Starburst, Chris Green.
yep.
Yeah.
Shout out. I was informed in the comments that him and Lem were watching at one point. So what up, Lem? But yeah,
Whoop whoop, Lim. What's up?
but yeah. Anyway, so I had hit up Monster, and then I think within an hour later, I was on a conference call with Hatchet, and I don't remember if Articulate was in there or not. I don't remember who was all involved at that point. But yeah, I was on a conference call, um, going on to Greytown, and I let Chandler know from Rampage, and him and I are still good. We don't talk as much anymore, but I always respect his shit, and I'll share his stuff sometimes. Yeah, it was just one of those things that at maybe a different time in my life I could have done more with that particular record deal, but Greytown was a better fit at that time, and that's where I'm at now, and they're supportive of Lost Tribe Artifacts as well, and I'm proud to carry both brands with me. You know what I'm saying? And that's just one of those things. And within the Greytown family, I'd say I trust most of the people in that camp that I fucking that I that I talk to on a regular basis too. Um, Base Lord
And I
Astro,
do
like,
just
go ahead.
okay, as long as I have the floor. I do want to clear something up. I'm not on Greytown. I never have been on Greytown. I'm not sure if I ever will be. I'm still trying to like think it out, you know?
Yes, sir. Yeah,
Like there's a lot of things going on and there's a lot of things that I just can't do. Like my name means nothing at this point. But like Greytown, man, Greytown has always been like the number one label that's had my back, and
yeah, absolutely.
I give every single person at Greytown my full love and support, and I work with all you guys because like man, Greytowns is like they're the family, you know. Like I met Greytown through Mid South, and like they've all like every single one of you guys have been just nothing but supportive to me, and I'm so appreciative of you guys. Like that, like y'all mean the world to me whether you know it or not, you
Well,
know.
thank you, Tim. That means a lot, actually. And I'm basically saying the same thing, except that I am on Greytown, and it's always been nothing but love. I respect people who grind, especially artists that are down to earth. Some people I got to deal with, their heads are a little big, and that's understandable. But like, there's levels to that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like certain people I just don't talk to anymore because their heads are so fucking big, it's retarded. I'm not naming names and shit, but none of them on Greytown. But yeah, but it is what it is, man. There's a difference between and I'm going off on a totally different tangent, so I'm going to wrap it up. But it's for these rappers that get big heads before their numbers match their egos. Basically, it's unattractive. It's unattractive to other artists. No one wants to work with you when you act like an asshole.
Oh yeah.
Straight up. And the fact that I'm gonna bring it back home to Greytown. I can say that nobody on Greytown acts like that, and I'm fucking that makes me happy. Straight
I'm
up,
proud. I'm very, very proud of those dudes. Like
absolutely
Greytown's definitely come a long way. And while they may not be like at their height just yet, I can see it. I can see in the near
right,
future, right?
right. That part,
It's right there. It is
that part,
literally right here.
Yeah.
absolutely. Uh, and I do know that that Dark Prophecy project is coming from Greytown. Like again, it's still a lot of mystery involved in it, but I'm gonna go check that track out. But yeah, man, I'm really excited to see what comes from that because that looks like it has serious potential. And I hope it definitely helps. Bring Greytown up to the next level because Greytown
Yeah, man.
deserves it. They've got
From
people
what
put
I have
in the work.
from what I've heard from Dark Prophecy, because I've done work with and for Dark Prophecy. From what I've been seeing from their projects, this is going to be good. Like I'm looking at it. I'm appreciating it from afar. You know,
I feel it. I feel it.
like I feel like Dark Prophecy is it's what's going to bring Greytown home for real.
I hope it is a crucial step into that growth because just since the time I've been in Greytown, I've seen a lot of personal growth within the label as well. Between the
Right.
artist, between the lineup, and I think it's got a good solid lineup now. And so, yeah, it's nothing but love for Greytown. And back on the trust scale, like I said, I would trust most of them that I interact with regularly. There's a couple in there that I don't really talk to as much and I don't know, and that's nothing personal. It's just I haven't spoken to them yet. Uh, but that's okay. At some point, I will. So yeah. But anyway, man.
Yeah, I'm
You got
I'm excited to see what comes from this year of hard work, bro. I
me too.
really am. I'm
Me too.
excited to see it, man. Uh, I, I just see you. I see you going places, man. I really do. I see you going places,
Likewise.
and I wish you the best of luck, for sure.
Likewise, brother.
For real.
Yeah.
From the bottom of my heart, that means the world to me. For real.
Absolutely. And same, Tim. You know that. But
Yeah.
I was gonna say, you got anything else you want to plug, brother? Before we wrap this up, we're gonna head out here in a little bit. But yeah, man, you got anything else you want to talk about or plug, man?
My shut up and enjoy the music family, man. My label mates, my brothers and sisters, my ride or dies for real, man. My Sudum family, they've helped me through way too much. You know, like they've stuck through the thick, the thin, like some of even the newer dudes that I've known for a while, like man,
Yes, sir.
they're they're incredible. They're some of the best talents that Sudom has ever had, and like I say that, but like I mean it. Like coming up on Sudom's 2 year anniversary, I wouldn't change a thing. Like I would say, oh, I would change this, I would change that, but man, the legacy is there, and you have to appreciate it. I have this theory about time. Like just really quickly, I have this theory about
Absolutely. Go ahead,
time.
bud.
So okay, TikTok and Instagram and things like that, they don't exist. Like unless
Hmm.
you can prove to me that things are happening right here, right now, they don't exist. But like you can show me pictures, you can show me videos and all that, but like so many things can be misconstrued, especially with how powerful AI is these days. So
Yeah.
many things can be misconstrued. So
How
unless
do you
you
know
can
what's
prove
real?
to me that it's
Yeah.
happening right here, right now, like this interview tomorrow will not exist. Like it may
So it's
exist in the footage, but we don't know
yes,
if this is actually what I'm saying, you know?
Yeah. Yeah.
Like it could show
that's
up
it.
I'm saying something totally different.
Yeah.
So unless you can prove to me right now it doesn't exist, but I
First,
still have to give that love and that appreciation to the time that I spent with the people who aren't on my label anymore. Because those people pledged the way for better people that I have now, you know?
Yeah.
that's a very mature perspective on that.
Absolutely.
I did enjoy your take on your updated AI take on if a tree falls in the woods and no one's there to see it. I find that interesting. But yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, man, that's fucking dope. But yeah, I appreciate you
I
coming on,
do
Tim.
agree with what happens throughout your life, good or bad in your past, makes you a better person. You know what I'm
Exactly. Like
saying?
all the
The
good and all
things
the
you go
bad that
through.
happens, it just helps you be better tomorrow, you
Yeah.
know?
Right.
Yep.
It's all a learning experience. And back to what you said, you keep learning. I actually was going to chime in, but I didn't want to cut you off. I view myself as a perpetual student of the game of life, and that goes with music as well. I'm always learning. Um, am I kind of finicky in the studio with mixes and stuff? Absolutely, because that's my art. But that's really the only area in my life where I am not as willing to compromise on sometimes. But again, I can't be unteachable, because once the second I become unteachable is the second I stop learning things, and that's not going to benefit anyone, especially not me. Um, and that goes back to people with big heads. You realize a lot of those people kind of climax and grow complacent at times, and it's because you can't teach. They don't think they need to be taught anything, and at some point, unless they change their outlook, it's going to stay like that. Or you know what I mean? So
If you aren't open to learn, you're never gonna succeed. You know,
absolutely, absolutely,
this game of life is all about learning and taking things in, and if you don't take them in, you're never gonna get any better.
absolutely. I 100% agree with that.
I
Hey,
think Drew wants you to ask about some. He's been pretty persistent about it.
He says, "Hey Exo, can you real quick ask Tim about the offended? I need to hear him say it."
Well, honestly, I'm just offended that Drew has taken so many of these comments with his offended remarks. I think he needs to stop saying so many things about offensive, because I'm not I never get offended, but I'm offended at this.
I'm going to
So
speak
offensive.
on a time I was offended. No, I'm not. Actually, I'm going to leave it out, because I ain't going to put that. I ain't going to plug that fucking show either. But yeah, um, but yeah. Anyway, but yeah, nonetheless. But yeah, fam. Again, I appreciate you stopping by. Big OG, you got any shout outs you want to give?
yeah, make sure you guys check out my guys, my homies Ash, KFT, and Manny on Talks Hit. Make sure you're ready for Jug Night 2 at the Oregon Express, and that is August 8th, right?
No, August 10th. August
10th.
8th, I got
Sorry. I'm
August
sorry.
8th. I
August
got August
10th.
8th. I got Hell's Bells coming on Exos Live and Reckless Shit Stream.
That's right. We
Just
got a lot of
FYI,
things
Hell's
going on.
Bells coming.
I apologize for messing
Yes,
the
sir.
date up.
You're
Also,
good,
check
brother.
out my homie Omar and Naturewood Fashions. He's at the gathering every year. He makes some amazing jewelry, so make sure you check him out.
I'm gonna definitely check that out. And then yeah, I'd like to give a shout out again to both of you guys for being on the show and making this episode what it was. And I want to give a shout out to
For
everyone in the
sure.
comments that stayed watching and commenting. Like, again, this show wouldn't be anything without y'all being involved. So I appreciate the fuck out of y'all from the bottom of my heart. It means the world to me that I'm able to do this as much as I am. Um, you know, again,
Shout
Jug
out to
Knight.
Drew.
Yeah, shout out to Drew for sure. Shout out to Drew and Reckless Radio, XYZ, BioKillers, Records, BioFreak Records. Fucking big shout out to the whole fucking family over there, because man, again, I appreciate them fucking, putting me up and promoting me as well. I'm
Oh,
saying
and Hatchet Kelly, DJ Hatchet Kelly, big shout out to him.
yes, sir,
Love him.
absolutely,
Will
John
Gates,
Kelly.
shout out to him.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Will
there's a
Gates
lot
too.
of people, man. The list goes on.
Absolutely. Will was on last night. It was a pretty good episode. He
Yeah.
actually had the gas station shut down he was at, and everyone's like, "Is he collecting cigarettes?" And it's like, no. But Will's always creative, and Will's always just a really nice, down to earth guy, and he's just good
Yeah.
people to talk to. So if you ever
Yep.
see Will Gates, and I hope he doesn't get mad at me for saying this, but he's definitely approachable and very nice, especially if you jug, and he'll sit there and talk jug shit with you. Like, he's a cool dude. Sorry,
Yeah.
Will. Not sending people your way, but yeah. But no, he probably wouldn't mind. But yeah, man. So yeah, again, August 10th, Dayton, Ohio. It's a free show. If y'all are heading to the gathering, please check it out. Jug Night 2. Fucking shout out to Reckless Radio XYZ. Shout out to the Lost Tribe. Shout out to Greytown Records. Shout out to Terra Large. Miss you and proud of you. And shout out to Big OG.
I
Shout
will
out to
be at the gathering. I'll be there Tuesday night, and I'll be there
absolutely.
all week. So
Yeah, and he'll
just
be at Jug
say
Night
what's
too if you
up.
want to see him. If you want to see him early, go see him at Jug Night. But yeah, shout out to fucking Tony Bag of Donuts, my homie. He's actually got me a really cool jersey, and I think he got me some Insane Clown Posse fucking joggers that I'm fucking waiting on. So
Yeah,
shout
okay.
out to him, man. But yeah, man. On that note, man, I'm gonna head out, y'all. I appreciate you again, Tiny Tim TJ, for coming on, man. It's always a pleasure having a conversation with you, and likewise, Big OG.
Thank you, of course.
And I'll see y'all at Jug Night and or Gathering. Mad motherfucking wicked clown love, y'all.
Love you.